twice, I guess. Ended up taking a single JPEG picture file. So it's 3 minutes to 6 in the evening. I think it's down to about 45. The sun is low in the sky. You can tell I'm in my shadow here. I'd sent a support request to the chipper manufacturer yesterday. Expecting a response this morning, didn't get anything. Called them 3 times. Left messages twice. Actually 3 times. And then called back a 4th time at 4:32 because I hadn't heard back from them to get their answering machine, their answering service, not machine, answering service saying they closed for the day. So I was pissed. Went out to the barn. It hadn't come with oil, so I wanted to use Royal Purple oil, but I only had 1 quart, and it takes 1.1. Flynn is pulling me. 1.16 quarts. So I had Walmart brand 10W30 synthetic. So I used that instead of the Royal Purple, and fill that up. Put some gas in it. Got to get a new gas can because this gas can is leaking all over the place from the spout. Put the gas in there. Choked it. Didn't start. Gave it a little throttle. Started right up. So let it run for a little bit. Took the choke off. And it was running fine. No oil leaks. No other things. The drum was spinning fine. So I figured I'd test the emergency kill switch. I pushed that, nothing happened. Reset it, pushed it again, nothing happened. So I shut it off with the key. Looked at the kill switch. Saw that they have a wire from the kill switch through a chaseway underneath. And there was a plug hidden in a angled support that goes to what I thought was a low oil pressure plug. Connected that to the emergency on-off switch, emergency shut-off switch, and started it back up and pushed the emergency shut-off switch and it shut it off. So it's all good to go. So the wife is going to town tomorrow for some reason. So I'll have her pick me up a better gas can so I'm not spilling gas all over the thing. And we should be set to go. And I bought it, I guess, on March 22nd. I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I just checked my Home Depot credit card account and it says my payment's due on April 6th. I only picked it up on April 2nd. So I didn't want to pay for it if I didn't have it running. So it's running, so I'll pay for it. And I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll get out and do any preliminary chipping to see how it works. Where you got, Flynn? Anything? No? Huh. So we had a burglary on the 2nd up the road here at Eli's camp, and let's switch hands here. I sent the pictures to a bunch of people, and somebody thinks they know who it is. So I let the camp owner know the name that came up. Flynn. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. So he's going to pass the name along to the authorities and have them do whatever they have to do. Hopefully he gets his camera back. I had taken a run up to his camp. He asked me to go inside the camp and see whether they'd gotten the building. They didn't get inside the building, so that's all safe in there. But I did almost got my ATV stuck going over the plowings on the road. There's still 18 inches. Come on, get in here. There's still 18 inches of plowing on the shady side of the road by his driveway. So I went over to the ATV and partridge. I don't know if you can see it. There's a partridge right there. 100 feet down. There he goes. Drove the ATV over the slow plowing and high-sided it. Front and rear wheels were spinning. Fortunately, I was able to get it over it. The snow in the driveway was still deep. Had it in low gear, 4-wheel drive. Was able to get back to his camp. And one of his cameras. God, this dog, and I just smelled that spot. One of his cameras, he thought the batteries had died. So I checked it. Turned out somebody had physically turned the button, the on-off switch, to the off position. Now he had received pictures from that camera in March. So somebody between the last picture we got in March until today had gone in and turned that camera off. So put batteries in it because they didn't know if the batteries were dead. Because that's where he thought the batteries were dead. Turned it on, and it went through its self-test. But he hasn't gotten any pictures yet. So hopefully it'll all square away. But a big lunch, big chicken sandwich on Italian bread. So I'm going to skip dinner. Have a cup of tea, maybe a graham cracker or two. And I'll be set for the evening. And the poor cows out there trying to find food. My appointment with Thornton Brothers for tomorrow got postponed to Friday. They got somebody out sick. Rita's thinking we might be getting snow on Friday. Not that that matters. We had snow this morning. The video, I thought I was taking a video, but like I said, I just took one cycle picture. But we weren't expecting snow, but when I got up into Prentice, it was snowing, and then it followed me down the road. Snowed for a little bit, got a little coating on the deck, the driveway. But it got up to 54, I think. 54, but it's cold wind. So the snow melted. Still got a good breeze now. You can probably hear it on the camera. baseball cap on, so my ears getting chilly. So he doesn't have his coat on. He doesn't need it. I had him out in the yard. Out in the yard, the wind was blowing pretty good. And he proceeded to go into a shady area by the deck. I'll lie down and take a nap. Here I thought he might enjoy the sunshine, but right away to the shady area. And he's out there for a while. Had to really get him going to get him in the house. By the way, the partridge that I had on the video before, I think that was a female. 6 months of bird season. Not sure when I'm going to get the boat in the water, but I want to get the wife another fishing license. I got a lifetime license, so I'm good for fishing and hunting. Somewhat for hunting. I mean, if I want to hunt the deer, I got to buy a tag. If I want to hunt a turkey, I got to buy a tag. Partridge, I'm good. I don't need a tag for partridge, which is fine because that's all I hunt right now. And there's plenty on the property, so I can just hunt there, or Ralph and the boys are up, ride the ATVs out, try and find them on the trails. Yeah, Reed had made chicken soup, but on whatever day it was. So we had big bowls of chicken soup the one day, and then skipped a day, and then finished up the soup. But she'd used probably a whole chicken to make the soup, so there's plenty of chicken meat left over. I had, I guess, a third of a loaf of my Italian bread with the chicken on that for lunch, so I'm full. I'm done. Oh boy. Flynn just likes to go and go and go. I think he walked all the way up to Tom's house. We had the ambition to go up there. I dug out a little milk crate. I guess we're both 4 1-gallon containers. I'll try and get on the ATV and take a run up and down the road, pick up bottles, cans. I guess Rick was out on his wheeler. I see somebody turned around in the driveway here. Flynn. He's licking the ground again. I don't know why he wants to lick that ground. Yeah, this is probably Rick on his side-by-side. He's got new doors coming in for the side-by-side tomorrow. Gonna help him put the new doors on. He bought some zipper down doors, but they were a mess. I think the zippers broke. So with him getting doors for new doors for a side-by-side. He's got a Polaris Ranger. I got the Polaris Razor. And with him getting the new doors for that, I looked at the place he's buying them from. They don't have doors to the Razor, so I searched a little bit more and found a place that has doors for the Razor. They're half doors. They're better than no doors. So we ordered those. Yeah. That's Eli's driveway. That's my tracks from where I went through there. I was afraid I might tip over. This is where the guy walked in to steal Eli's stuff. Yeah, I can see Eli's camera in there that got his picture. Flynn, in the house. Come on. Flynn. So I'll be buying a security enclosure for Ralph's camera. Metal box. You screw to a tree with a lock and a cable that goes in there. I hear an ATV. Probably Rick putting his away. And of course Flynn heard that. He wants to stop and look to see who's coming. Right? Come on, let's go. In the house. In the house. My friend Mike Corbin told me he boiled up 125 gallons of maple sap to make maple syrup. He said he might get 3 gallons out of 125 gallons. Come on, let's go. In the house. That was the other day. And he told me he was boiling. I can't today. He invited me to come down there, but I wasn't up to it. Because I don't want to drive down. He's back to the spot where he's going to start looking at the ground. Come on, get out of there. Mike's right there at the Carroll Springfield town line on 6, and it'll only be about 7 or 8 mile ride if I go straight down North Road, but since I don't want to drive through the mud, it'd be a mile up to Tar Ridge, and then what, 4 or 5 miles on Tar Ridge out to 169 and 169 to 6 and up 6 to Mike's house. So, you know, that's a good half hour to get there at least. Road is drying out a little bit up here. I washed the truck and I rinsed the truck off. I didn't wash it, and I washed the wife's car yesterday evening, so she was happy. Got about 20 pounds of dirt out of the wheel wells of her car, because she's been driving on Tuesdays down to the snowmobile club for snowing. So she even driving down the road in the mud. So it was all caked up in the wheel wells. Gonna change hands here. I don't think he's gonna take care of business tonight. You can see the road is drying out, the frost is going away. The road is shrinking down, but the culvert's pushing up through it. That's my footprint from last week. Or the week before, I can't. Not important. You see the red weeds in the sun here. I don't know whether they're starting to grow again already, or it's just the sunlight on them. Oh boy. So I should have, they said 2 weeks on the doors for the side-by-side. We'll see. I haven't started the side-by-side in a while. It's plugged in and charging. I should have started it today. Almost time to take the snowblower attachment off the tractor. Put the bucket loader on it. When I was up at Eli's place, I noticed he had at least a half a dozen burn piles stacked up. Getting the property squared away. And come on, in the house. Some of them I think are like 10 feet high. I don't know how he got piled up that high. Could be higher. So I asked him what he was going to do about it, and he says it's near impossible to get a burn permit. So he's got a chipper he can attach to the back 3-point hitch on his tractor. So he'll chip it up with the tractor. I said it before, I was on the fence as to whether I should get a 3-point hitch or not. 3-point hitch chipper or the standalone unit. I opted for the standalone unit because I didn't want to run up the hours on the tractor. Plus if I break something on the power takeoff on the track, that's going to be an expensive fix. So, plus, I don't have an equipment trailer to get the tractor down to Bangor for service. I have to borrow some money. I got to do pirouette. I'll change hands here. Flynn, come on, in the house. I'm surprised there's still snow over here. It's on the sunny side. I can see it over there still being around, but on the sunny side, I don't know why it's still there. I guess it was deep. Flynn, in the house. Out of the water. Come over here. In the house. Some really spongy parts of the road here. Change hands here again. Come on. Trying to keep him move past this part. He wants to smell. Good boy. Come on, in the house. Wind's picking up. No partridge this time. That looks like it's going to be it. Get back to the house and news will be on. Have a cup of tea or two. Some graham crackers. Put my sweatpants on and robe. And call it a night. So you got some snow there. Shady area, and that's where all the snow with the snowball. Oh. Little frost heave. I'm on video today. Sorry about that. I wanted to get back up to Eli's place. See if I can see that out of the camera, which I did. Oh boy. My husband started jumping around trying to pull the leash. So he must want to get in the house. I hope he doesn't start drinking from this run off over here. Nothing there, Flynn. Flynn. Nothing there. In the house. Ah, get. The oil truck came today. You see, we flattened it down pretty good. 158.3 gallons. Don't know the price. I'm expecting a $900 bill. So gonna have to minimize expenditures. The chipper, the side-by-side doors, now the oil delivery. It's up. So that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.